Hello, research internship friends. I'm sorry I can't be with y'all today, but I'm also really excited to be going to a class at a time when we can use things like video and the interwebs to keep us connected. And so, hello, and thank you to Dr. Clark for allowing this accommodation with summer travel. I just wanted to provide a few brief updates about how my summer research projects are going, and I definitely don't want to occupy too much of your time. But my hours this term are divided among 3 projects and 2 faculty. The first faculty member that I'm working with is Dr. Jenny Farmer. She works in human development and specifically special education. And our research project that we are working on together is an examination of the influence of a specific philosophy of research curriculum on the epistemological development of doctoral students. Specifically, Dr. Farmer has been teaching a section of EDF 9200, I believe, for several years now, and she's done some substantive pre and post assessment of students' experience in that course. And we want to do basically a comparative case study of the students of several cohorts to determine to determine the nature of their own epistemological exploration, how that came to fruition in their own identity, and then what are the impacts of the curriculum and the identity formation they experience in that course today in their career, whether it's research, teaching, or otherwise. What I've been working on up to this point has been meeting with Dr. Farmer to finalize our research questions, to finalize our study design and the elements of our protocol that need to be determined, at least for the purposes of the IRB. And I most recently completed the first draft of the IRB paperwork, which included an expedited application, informed consent, recruitment materials, and then drafting 2 particular research instruments for them, a pre-post survey, and then our anticipated interview protocol, though the follow-up interviews that we might have with select participants will be informed largely by the open coding of the first round of analysis. So that's been very, very interesting and very fun, and the forthcoming work from this video on is to continue our literature review, to revise paperwork for the IRB as needed, like fingers crossed I did it right the first time, and then hopefully in early July begin recruitment, get consent from participants who've already completed the course, and then go from there. My next 2 projects are both with Dr. Robin Phelps Ward, and she is a faculty member in higher education and student affairs. My first project with her has been a little bit of autoethnographic work, I guess is the best way to describe it. We wrote a manuscript together that was reflecting on whole body practices or embodied pedagogy in graduate education. And we've been working on that since the beginning of the spring term. But as of this summer, we submitted a completed manuscript to a journal and received revisions from them. And so the last few weeks, I've been going through and addressing the literature gaps, tweaking the theoretical orientation, just kind of like accepting or kind of defending our decisions to either agree with or politely reject the reviewer's comments and substantiating why. And then we just submitted that back, and so hopefully there is no forthcoming work because they loved it. It's my understanding that we should expect more edits and more rounds of this to happen, so I look forward to more reviewer and editor comments in the future. And then my second project with Dr. Phelps Ward is a new study that essentially asks how Black faculty and staff negotiate sense of belonging following administrative responses to incidents of race-centered campus activism. And we're looking to explore specifically how faculty and staff made meaning of institutional responses to race-based activism here on Clemson's campus. Up until this point, I've been contributing to the development of a literature review. We formed an ASH proposal a few weeks ago, We finalized our research questions and our study design to do so, and just completed our first round of IRB paperwork. And so the forthcoming work will be continuing to work on that literature review, IRB revisions as needed, and also beginning recruitment in July if possible, if all the stars align. So that is all the work in a nutshell, but it's been going great, no complications up to this point, and yeah. Well, I look forward to seeing you all later in the summer, and I'm sure many of you have awesome projects as well, and I look forward to getting caught up on that.